This is Alex Grover with Quarter Acre Homestead. Today we're at my apartment and we're going to trim back this lavender. It's still got a few flowers on it and it's still got a few bees, but I'm hoping by trimming it now I'll get more flowers later on at a time when maybe the bees need a little bit more feed. So my two tools today are going to be a pair of hand clippers and a pair of pruning shears. This can be done with electric or gas shears, but I don't have a pair and I kind of like doing it manually. And I've trimmed this kind of rough in past years. Today I'm going to smooth down some of the roughness and I'm going to take a closer look. The first thing we're going to do is look at what we're cutting off, and we have to get the old spent flower heads off if we actually want to have the plant be productive like we want it to be. And these are probably already got seed set, so I may give these to a friend and see if they can make something out of them, grow their own plants. And then I can cut up to a third of the leaves off of it. And I've got a lot of dead under here, so I may not go that far. We'll kind of have to see how it goes. Now this is kind of an old lavender plant and it has gotten rough. You can see down here, this part's just kind of jutting out, and got some lavender shoots, flower stalks that actually went up quite a bit higher than the rest of the plant. So some of this I'm going to have to take down further. This stuff right here, if you let lavender get to the point where it's you're cutting it where there are no leaves on it, it may not come back. Now this has got little buds here, so I've got some flexibility, but this is way too overgrown over the lawn part. My apartment manager will whack that with a weed whacker. And so I'm just going to go ahead and be proactive and get it trimmed so he doesn't do it for me. If you'll notice, I'm taking these plants all the way back to the base, or these shoots anyway. I'm probably not going to have anything fill in from the bottom on this, but the tops will hang down a little bit as the plant ages. That's one thing about a lavender plant. Is they droop and nothing really stays up for too terribly long. Right here, this plant actually gets too much water. And so it does have a tendency to be much more droopy than it would in a drier location. Now you notice I cut away this iris. Ideally they wouldn't be that competitive with each other, but the iris is there and I'm happy to leave it. I like my plants a little bit more close than a lot of people do. Now that cleared up a lot for the form on this just by moving that out. It's given it a better feel. And then I can take these again and we're going to refine the shape a little bit. Now that shape is what a mature plant is going to look like. And so part of it has to be because of the location right next to the lawn. I don't have control of the lawn care. So that's actually pretty decent. Next year it'll give that really good shape that we like. Now if you bring the camera over here, I've got a little more trimming to do. And then I want to show you this plant right here. This plant right here is a seedling that, it's really not a seedling anymore. I've had it a couple of years. And it sprouted from the seeds that this plant dropped, the big plant. Now in Utah, you will see this very commonly. All the areas where I've had lavender, where I've been maintaining it for more than a year or two, I get plants like this. BYU, my in-laws here, lavender reseeds, it likes it in Utah. So if you take some of these spent heads, and particularly if these are dry, you'll be able to dig open. Oh, look, there's my bee. It's not happy with me. And pull out. I just lost that one. Pull out some seeds. That one is a tannish color. You can zoom it in if it helps. And what I'm looking for are the dark ones. And this I got a little bit early for really good seeding. So I don't know. Yeah, I'm gonna have very few ripe seeds here. If you let this ripen, there was one I had. If you let this ripen, you'll get a better quality seed, and you'll be able to just place these trimmings somewhere. And so if you wait a little bit longer in the season, you'll have good ripe seeds, and these will come on their own. So that's how you trim a lavender. I could probably do a little more detail work on this, but I think I'm going to leave it for this year because I don't like my lavender or any other plants to look like meatballs. So pruning your lavender from Quarter Acre Homestead, Manana.